Hey guys, it's Davey here, and it's currently day 179. I hope you guys had an amazing day, and I do hope you guys are doing better than yesterday. But today, I want to talk about why you being worried about how others will think of you is actually stopping you from being yourself. It's actually stopping you from being the best version of yourself. You know, thinking back on my life, I had been so worried of how others would think of me that I would be someone totally different, that I'll hide in my shell, that I would not express my true opinions and values because I wanted to fit in so much, right? And that, while I could blame my old self for being immature, for being a kid, for being afraid because I was the black sheep around the white sheep, right? I was not involved in any groups and I wanted to be involved because us humans want to be social creatures. That is our nature, to be a part of a group, to be a part of something. You see, I was rarely a part of anything. So people would judge me, people would make fun of me because I was an easy target. Now, quite frankly, over time, that I had got used to. Right, I got used to people calling me names, people judging me on the way I walk, people judging my weight, people judging my height, people judging the way I speak, people judging the way I look. I got used to all of that, and it didn't come to me recently until lately. My avoidance of putting myself out there, that this worry had got back to me, that I started to care about what others may think of me, or how others may be talking behind my back, or maybe when somebody's looking at me, they have something to say to me. And then this worry of how people are judging me started to come back to me. But it is quite odd thinking about it now because I stopped caring about how others would think of me, or how others would perceive me, because quite frankly, why would you care what others would think of you? Right? Why would you care if somebody laughs at something you say? Because they may be laughing just to be connected with you. They may just be laughing because what you said was truly hilarious. Like, how would you know why they had laughed at what you said? How would you know what they had said behind your back? We can only know because we told ourselves a certain story that is not true. All right, we told ourselves a certain story based on our own insecurities. You see, we could have two people, and one person could have said something, the exact same sentence as person two, right? But person A had a belief that he's a confident person, that he's a charismatic person, that he's a high value person. And even though both of them talked to someone that and they responded in a hilarious or awkward laugh, person A would think that maybe this person was just bonding, or this person thinks what I said was hilarious, while person B, being all insecure, he may have thought that the person who laughed at what he said is making fun of him, is being judgmental, is secretly mocking him, whatever. And that all comes down to not what they actually think, right? Whatever that person that responded to you thinks, it doesn't matter, because the thing is, you would never know what the other person truly thinks, right? Even though they may truly be thinking that you're weirdo, or thinking that you're an absolute joke, if you go approach that person and ask, hey, bro, what did you actually think of me? 9 times out of 10, they're gonna lie. They're gonna lie and say, oh, nah, you know what? I think you're a total chill dude. And then they're gonna walk away and just mock you even more, right? The thing is, nobody will tell you the truth, and you're gonna be wasting a lot of time and energy just to understand what the other person thinks, and that isn't important. It doesn't matter what the other person's thinking. It doesn't matter what the other person's intentions are. What matters is what you say to yourself, and what matters is what you think of others too. What I mean by that is, not only is it important to give yourself a story, a positive one, so you don't feel bad about yourself, but I also want you to do the thinking for them. So it doesn't matter what they say, or it doesn't matter what they think, because you had already done the thinking for them. You think that they think that you are confident, charismatic, and a nice guy, right? It doesn't matter what they think, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Right? People are so busy every single day, and this is what I realized. People are so busy every single day that they're gonna forget you the moment the conversation ends. They're gonna forget you, perhaps even during the conversation. They're probably thinking about something else. They're probably thinking about what they're gonna eat for dinner, while you're here being insecure, thinking about that they are judging you, that they secretly want to get out of the conversation. Yes, they do. They have dinner to cook. The thing is, nobody really is that attentive to what you're saying. Nobody really pays that much attention. And the thing is, with me, And the thing with my fear a long time ago and somewhat of a fear right now is that I think that people, that I am the center of attention, that I am the spotlight around the whole stadium. When that simply isn't the truth, right? Unless you shame yourself in a very bad way, unless you make some remarkable remarks, people will forget you the moment you leave, right? People have so many things going on for them that they're too busy to worry about you. So here you're torturing yourself thinking that everyone is laughing behind your back when the other person had walked away a long time ago living their life. So essentially we are just torturing ourselves if we care about what the people think of us, because most likely they are not thinking of us. We are just creating the story in our mind that everyone is looking at us, everyone is talking behind our back, everyone hates us, everyone thinks we're weird, everyone thinks and this and that. No, like that is what you think of yourself, right? That is all what you think of yourself and what you had told yourself since the day someone hurt you, since the day that you had a bad experience, since the day someone probably told you that you're stinking like what, second grade. That truly hurts someone. I understand that truly traumatizes someone, but that trauma will last until you realize that maybe that day that someone said I stink, maybe yes, I didn't shower, but like, bro, I was like 6 years old, like maybe I just got lazy and my parents had to go to work, so nobody bathed me. That one small experience could shape the way we view the world. It will shape the way we view ourselves. And that's something we cannot help back then. But what we can do now is fix that issue. And it's going to be hard. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but it all starts with you changing the story you tell yourself so frequently every single day. Is to break that loop. Is to stop thinking that everyone is after you, everyone is thinking of you, because nobody is thinking of you more than the other person is. Nobody is thinking of you more than anyone else they come in contact with. All right. You are not the center of attention, and I wasn't the center of attention. Although I like to think I was, and heck, I want to be the center of attention. But the truth is, I was the center of my attention in my own world. I was too stuck up in my head, thinking that I was this person who's made fun of, that was fat and this and that, all the bad things I was telling myself, when clearly the only person who truly cared about me and who was truly talking shit behind my back was myself. Right? I was making my life hell. It is quite foolish that we care so much about what others think of us, because they're not going to pay for our groceries, they're not going to pay for our rent. So why care so much, right? Why care so much when you can just work on yourself and then maybe solve your insecurities that way? Like, yeah, if you really care that much that you are overweight, then you care that people look at you funny because you're overweight, then you can do something about that, right? You could change that. So there's no reason to sit back and cry about it and think about that everyone's judging you in a way. If it's something you can fix, then fix it. And most likely the problems we come across, we can all fix, right? We can all fix most of the problems we come across, but we are just too lazy to fix that, or we are just kind of scared to fix that because we are scared to change because of the stories then again we tell ourselves. And it's quite sad when you think about it, right? When you think about that, the real person that's holding us down is actually ourselves. It's actually no one else. It's not your family. It's not your brothers. It's not your sisters. It's not your neighbors. It's not your friends. It's not your bullies, right? It's actually yourself. It's actually yourself beating yourself down every single day. It's yourself telling yourself that you're not worth it. Because there are plenty of people in my life who had judged me, who had said that I won't be anyone, who had bullied me, who had said the worst things to me. And quite frankly, I didn't care a single bit. Yeah, sure, over time, I don't care. But in the beginning, I definitely got hurt. But over time, that becomes normalized, right? I don't really care if they think that I won't become the shit, because I'll prove that I'll become the shit. But the thing is, we care so much about ourselves and how we think to ourselves. So that never gets old. What you say to yourself never gets old. It's like the first time someone punches you in the face, it still hurts the same every single time. So getting over ourselves, overcoming ourselves should be the first challenge you should do. But we cannot overcome ourselves when we're too busy thinking about what others are thinking of us, when clearly nobody is thinking of you. So just let that get through your head, because you got a life to live, man. You got a life to live. and everyone else has life to live too. Everyone's busy, so nobody has time to think about you. And you got to think like that too. You got to be busy and think about how you can become better and how you can overcome your fears. And many of your fears will be overcome if you just think, if you just realize and tell yourself a different story that nobody is actually judging you. Nobody is actually thinking behind your back and laughing at the way you talk. It is all just BS we make up. But yeah, this is all I got to say for today, guys. By the way, is amazing day today. Um, like I said, locked in, didn't really distract myself too much. I wouldn't say lying around in the car distracting because I had to go make some errands. But apart from that, went to the gym twice, pretty exhausted by then, but I still came back, bad grammar, came back and did some work. So I'll say a pretty good day, pretty successful day. A lot of thinking, a lot of self-reflecting, definitely, because that's definitely needed when you just have a 3-day bender on Netflix. But I would say everything is going good for now. So I'll just see how everything goes on. But like I said, life, when it becomes productive, does fall back into routine. It's going to be the same thing every single day. But I'll still try my best to keep up with some information or just some experience and some lessons that I learned over life, because everything is worth sharing. Everything has its own merit. But I'll leave it here, guys, because otherwise I'm gonna go on a rant for the whole night. But yeah, I hope you guys learned something from this. But if not, like always, I'll be here for you guys tomorrow. But until then, good night.